When we were growing up, you always heard, save your money, put it in your piggy bank, save it for a rainy day, or things like a penny saved is a penny earned.
But did we really understand why it was important to save? Well, no, we were too busy buying Pokemon from the money we got from grandma, right? Well, now that we think about it, we really should have saved some of that money.
And it's not just grandma's money that we should have saved, it's the money you save today too. And that means restraining yourself from buying the latest iPhones, going out for dinner every day, buying the latest clothes. And we understand this doesn't sound very fun, but they're necessary if you want to save properly and be a baller millennial.
In this video, we go over why we save. So this one's kind of obvious, and we'll get the boring one out of the way first. Did you know that the Canadian pension plan and the old age pension is really not enough for retirement? This is why there's so much emphasis today for us to save for our retirement. When we save today, you get to have a much more relaxing years in your golden years.
By saving for your retirement when you're young, you'll have a lot more gravy for your golden years. This means you get to travel more, take care of your health better, and these are things you really don't want to worry about when you're old and just want to relax. So what we recommend is save for retirement as early as possible, and you know what? You might even get to retire earlier.
Compound interest. I know it sounds a little bit of a mouthful, but it's absolutely a very good reason why you should save. It's a little bit hard to understand at first, but once you do, oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless.
The way compound interest works is that the longer you invest in something, the better your returns are, especially when you invest while you're young. Why? It's because the interest on your investments gets reinvested. It is often said in the financial world that compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. The best way to understand this is going through an example.
So let's say you put $100,000 in the bank, and to keep things simple, you'll be earning 10% of interest year after year for the next 5 years. If you do some quick math, in 5 years, the $100,000 has turned into $161,051 with just time alone. Now keep it going for the next 20 years, and you'll get to $672,749.99. That's almost 7 times the amount of your original investment.
The sky's the limit on that original 100K investment you made. And the best part is you didn't add a single penny to this. Your money did all that work for you to gain that extra money for you. We understand getting 10% growth everywhere is a little difficult, but we use this example to showcase to you how compound interest works.
And just to reiterate what Entian said, the $100,000 you added zero to that amount since your original investment. The traditional way of thinking about savings is you gradually add small amounts until your retirement. But if you were smart and saved it earlier and you let time do all the growth for you, the possibilities are amazing. Travel is very important for the both of us. We love seeing the world and experiencing a lot of new things. Have you ever gone back home from your travels only to dread opening that letter, looking at your statement, and having to worry about paying that bill? I know most of us have, and it sucks. This is why we save for travel and things that we love to do.
And if traveling's not for you, that's completely fine. You can spend your money on other experiences. For example, I'm a big fan of music, so you'll see me at a lot of concerts, musical venues, and even just spending my experience money with some friends. The way you spend your experiences is up to you. What I want to emphasize though, it's been proven that paying for experiences will make you happier overall as opposed to paying for materialistic objects.
Unfortunately, a lot of people today live paycheck to paycheck. You have to worry about how you're going to make your rent payments, your mortgage payments, car, credit card payments. It's hard being a millennial nowadays, so why make it tougher on yourself if you don't have to?
Now imagine waking up knowing whatever happens, you have a safety net to go back into. Whether it's your phone that's been broken for the past couple years, you have enough money to buy a new phone, or maybe that medical emergency that you might need to pay for, or maybe just buying groceries or that car repair. You never know when these might come up, so it's just nice to have that little extra room.
By having savings, you have a lot of choices. But what's more important is having the financial freedom. You don't have to stress about being late for bills, and you know your savings has your back. If you're more ambitious with your savings, you might like our next point. It's called the FIRE lifestyle.
So what's FIRE lifestyle, you ask? Do you remember a story around last year when you heard about a Toronto couple that refused to buy a home and instead they decided to invest all their money? Well, they managed to save up over $1 million portfolio and retire by their early 30s. They're called the Millennial Revolution, and you can check out their story linked below.
FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early, is the concept of living off of your portfolio's interest, which makes working fully optional. Doesn't that sound amazing? Living off of your portfolio's interest, what do you mean? So let's say you saved up $1 million and it's grown 7% in 1 year. What's 7% of $1 million? $70,000. Couldn't you live off of $70,000? I know I can.
And consider this scenario with your FIRE lifestyle. Let's say you're in a beach somewhere in Thailand and you still have that $1 million investment somewhere and it's still earning you that $70,000 interest every year. That's $70,000 of income that you're earning by doing absolutely nothing except chilling on that beach.
Well, we want to be part of this exclusive club, and that's why we're absolutely working our best to get to this FIRE goal. And that pretty much sums up the reasons why we like to save. I know some of you at home are probably thinking, it's easier said than done, and you guys probably have good paying jobs.
While we understand that everyone's situation is different, we firmly believe that the key to saving properly is living within your means. And this is where your budgeting comes into play and making sure lifestyle inflation doesn't get the best of you.
What are your reasons for savings? Did any of our reasons inspire you? Let us know in the comments below.
If you like what we do, please hit that like and subscribe button. And we actually just hit our 100th subscriber. We're really proud of that, and we promise to continue delivering quality Canadian personal finance videos every week. And in case you didn't know, we have a social media presence on Twitter and Facebook. So please like and follow us on those social media channels.